from his Headkeeper album. That's Dave Mason, Feeling All Right. He was helped out on that album by Rita Coolidge, Spencer Davis, and Graham Nash. 506, you're with John Christ and WZUM. Roy Buchanan is a person that you may not know all that much about. If you have been listening to WZUM in the last few weeks or so, I think you would realize that Roy Buchanan is a heck of a guitar player. Now, not just John Christ is saying that, even though he is, but also people like Eric Clapton, who say that Roy Buchanan is perhaps one of the world's best living guitar players. Roy Buchanan had a chance to join the Rolling Stones. He also had a chance to join John Lennon's new group to be their guitar player. He turned them down to stay with the Snake Stretchers. Anyway, Roy Buchanan is coming to the Syria Mosque April the 14th, and well, he's going to put on a pretty good show for you. If you're into any type of guitar work at all, I really think you're going to like Roy Buchanan. Here's a taste of what he can do. Here's Sweet Dreams.
You may not have heard of Roy Buchanan, because until now, that's the way he's wanted it. He's turned down offers to join the Rolling Stones, and just 2 months ago, he declined an invitation to join John Lennon's new band. Instead, he chose to continue to make his own music at the Crossroads, a small bar in Maryland, where he and a band called the Snake Stretchers recorded this. At 10 p.m., April the 12th, he'll appear in a 90-minute special on Channel 13. And Roy Buchanan, the man that Rolling Stone magazine says is possibly the world's finest living guitar player, will appear in concert at the Syria Mosque, Friday, April the 14th at 8:30 p.m.
Tickets now available for the Roy Buchanan concert April the 14th at the Syria Mosque for $250 and $350 at the Free People's Store, Rags, Pitt, CMU, Duquesne, and the Listening Post. That's Roy Buchanan with Down by the River. Before that, Sweet Dreams. Don't forget WZUM and Free People's Productions are bringing Roy Buchanan to Pittsburgh at the Syria Mosque April the 14th. Tickets are on sale now, but they're going fast, so please pick some up for the Roy Buchanan concert April the 14th at the Syria Mosque. Good guitar work. The WZUM weather, increasing cloudiness and a chance of rain late this afternoon. High in the mid-50s. Windy and cold with rain likely tonight, changing to snow flurries before morning, low near 30. Saturday becoming partly cloudy and cool, high in the lower 40s. The probability of precipitation, 50% this afternoon, 70% tonight, 20% Saturday. The air pollution index is 48. That's unsatisfactory. Presently, we have 51 WZUM degrees.
WZUM, Carnegie, at the top of the dial.
Hello, everybody. This is Van Patrick speaking from the St. Louis Cardinals training camp at St. Petersburg, Florida. And it's a pleasure today to talk to the National League's most valuable player, Joe Torre of the St. Louis Cardinals, who had his finest Major League season. He had one of the seasons that ball players dream about. He led the Major Leagues in 4
WZUM Carnegie at 16.
Gentle Giant. That's called The House, The Street, The Room before that Grand Funk Railroad and Get It Together. Marketing Board with former Chairman J. Lynn Huber dissenting. Capitalists said the board's order lowers the minimum out-of-store price from $1.26 to $1.18 per gallon in the 13-county region of western Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh weather next.
By putting your hand in the hand of the man from the Galilee. But it was easy down when he sang the blues.
Put Your Hand in the Hand by Ocean, and me and Bobby McGee, just 2 of the oldies now at National.
Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee. Sail on, silver
National record Mart, the home of the oldies, and all for only 98 cents each. Simon and Garfunkel with Bridge Over Troubled Waters, and Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young singing Neil Young's Ohio. All the oldies, now at all National Record Marts for only 98 cents. WZUM, things to come. 7 at a blow is the battle cry of the brave little tailor. On stage through May 28th at the Pittsburgh Playhouse Hamlet Street Theater. For reservations, call 621-4445. Healthorama now offers a free health test for heart disease. Plan now to take advantage of this free service at the next United Fund program. Visit Healthorama at Monroeville Mall April 5th through April 8th. Send all information to Things to Come, WZUM, Pittsburgh 15205.
Increasing cloudiness and a chance of rain late this afternoon, a high near 50. Windy and cold with rain likely tonight, changing to snow flurries before morning. Low near 30. Tomorrow becoming partly cloudy and cool with a high in the lower 40s. Probability of precipitation 50% this afternoon, 70% tonight, and 20% tomorrow. The air pollution index 48, which is unsatisfactory. And at WZUM, it's 47 degrees. Earlier this week, an album was released on the Atco label. And the album is called History of Eric Clapton. And those last 2 songs are on this album. It's a 2-disc set. It's quite an album. Sunshine of Your Love, when Clapton was with Cream, and the song we just heard called Tell the Truth, Jam. Listen, Jam, tell the truth. That didn't appear on any other albums, but it's quite a good jam. Of course, with Clapton doing a jam, it's bound to be good. It's 9 minutes until 1. My name's Ken Howard, and you're listening to WZUM, and you're listening to Traffic. These days, that's what happens to you when you put on the first side. America, and that's called Riverside, and that's their only album. And I understand that the guys in America, the 2 of them are 19, one's 21, and they still don't know what's happening. They never expected to be as popular as they are, but they are quite popular, and for good reason, too. My name is Ken Howard today, and this is WZUM Radio, 205, and that means that it's time for me to tell you that Warner Brothers brings us the next portion of the mixed bag today. They bring us an album that's called Battle Hymn, and it's by Wild Turkey. You can get a copy of this at National Record Marts for $3.79. Now, why should I get a copy of Battle Hymn by Wild Turkey at National Record Marts for $3.79, you may ask yourself? Well, we're going to spend the next 10 minutes showing you why. We'll play a couple cuts from this album. The first one is called To the Stars, and it's by Wild Turkey. So let's get into the music. We'll talk a little bit more about it later.
This segment of WZUM's Mixed Bag is being presented by Warner Reprise for us to listen to Battle Hymn by Wild Turkey. This week at National Record Marts for $3.79. Wild Turkey with John Blackmore, Tweak Lewis, Gary Pickford Hopkins, Jeff Jones, and former Jethro Tull guitarist Glenn Cornick. Sound reminiscent of Tull, but taking off in its own unique direction, Wild Turkey sings Butterfly, To the Stars, Sanctuary, Sentinel, and more, including the title track Battle Hymn. Battle Hymn by Wild Turkey on Warner Reprise at National this week for $3.79.
After Jethro Tull, we have Blood, Sweat, and Tears. We did that concert last week, and That song was called Redemption. I'll see you tomorrow at 11. Don't forget the Chicago concert. This is Blood, Sweat, and Tears again.